And we are quickly back live with this one. I think this is session 4 or 5, something like that.
Hey, whatever.
I've been talking all night. Just so you know, it's not flip that mic around this way.
This way?
So
All right.
you hear it? You hear how it changes?
I do hear how it
You
changes.
can see if I talk right here, you can't hear me. And I talk all Barry White up in this thing.
There you go.
That's
Uh-oh. Is the slow-mo hour? Is that what we're doing?
It is. I can certainly go to that voice. I was on radio long enough, sir.
All right.
We are live here
Do
at
your
the
thing.
Citrus Club on the 18th floor. Anybody's here tonight. I hope, you're mingling. We're mingling. I hope we're talking
Right.
and doing it right.
We're doing it right, baby. We're doing it right.
So, Tony Tate with Currency Cadets. Tell me about it, brother. What are you doing?
Well, our tagline is we make currencies make sense. And when I say currencies, I'm talking about things in the blockchain spectrum. We have a lot of different initiatives. Most people might know it as like Bitcoin
yeah.
or Ethereum and things like that.
I'm well versed.
We don't sell those things, but what we do is we educate people through that process. We help them kind of make sense of everything, so that way they understand. If they're
Ethereum fan.
there you go. I got the socks on. I got the Bitcoin socks on and Ethereum socks. But Adam, brother, if people need to know how that affects their business, whether they are working landscaping or they work in a building that's a skyscraper, from landscapers to skyscrapers, it doesn't matter, because the blockchain technology is kind of like the train. Like if Bitcoin or Ethereum was a train, blockchain is the rails that they run on. That's what underpins the technology. That's what the real value is.
Safest software, I said software, but safest around.
Yeah, I mean, it's basically a blockchain, really, Adam, when you think about it. It's just an electronic public ledger that you can't ever erase, and you can't do nothing with.
That's it.
And so you can go back 10 years and look at the blockchain and see a transaction. Like, let's say, for example, give you a case in point. One of our clients, they were going to buy a home, and they needed to prove that they actually had a transaction for X number of years, right? Well, if you go to your bank, anything past 2 years and you try to get bank statements, they're going to require you to pay like a research fee per page, right?
Yes. Oh, yes.
The blockchain is there, it's live, it's on the link, man. All you have to have is that 34-character alphanumeric address that doesn't reveal your third grade teacher's name, but you can actually pull that up, man, and you can see exactly how much money is in that wallet, every single solitary transaction, and that is really good for the right kind of underwriter.
Well, that technology is actually, it's changing a lot of fields and a lot of markets. Yeah. Sal Esposito, who was on here with
Yes.
Company Trader. I mean, what they're doing with that technology and the off-market commercial real estate and so much more. I mean, that is the future.
It is. The future is now. Not to quote a X-Files episode, but the future is now, brother.
So exactly, are you bringing this technology to companies?
Yes, we're bringing the technology to companies. We're actually working in a few different areas. For example, one of the areas that we're working in is healthcare, EMR, electronic, management of records.
Yeah.
The cannabis industry, they're underbanked. They need a payment solution. We've got them,
Yes.
right? Whether it's a virtual checking account with Visa debit credit cards that runs on the technology where they can convert cryptocurrency to fiat currency right there, real time, credit card processing, real estate transactions, even insurance in the real estate industry from a contract, a smart contract standpoint. So it's already here. IBM blockchain is part of it. There's a lot of things that are going on right now with some of my good friends like David Metcalf and Robert Phelps over at UCF.
Yeah.
I'm excited about what they're doing to this industry, because they're going to try to be the Silicon Valley when it comes to blockchain for right here in Orlando, baby.
Yeah.
The biggest university in the country. You got to love it, right?
That's true. I'm a UFC alum myself. I said
Okay.
UFC, didn't I?
I know, but that's okay. I know you meant UCF.
Both.
There you go. My son goes there, so there you go.
Yeah, so I'm definitely there. And I remember it was just starting to blow up then, and now it's massive out there. I mean, you're certainly seeing a change out there. So trying to create a hub out there, and you're bringing this technology to basically anywhere. I mean, I'm also an ex-psychologist.
Okay, there
I did
you go.
that for a while. So the idea of HIPAA and even medical, though, trying to send my files to this doctor, and whether they fax them, whether they get them, they can just pull them up.
What is amazing about all of that is that if you are an individual, you get to control the release of your own records through the blockchain. That's what's amazing, right? You don't have to worry about the redundancy and the errors whenever you have Cigna Insurance that wants to pay for this, but then also you got United Healthcare that's saying something different, and you can have it released on time. I mean, there's so much innovation just in that area alone.
And essentially non-hackable.
Right. Now, here's what I tell people. when you have things like Bitcoin, right? No one will ever hack a Bitcoin address.
Right. They can a lot of people
Right.
kind of go, wait a minute, isn't it just a website with coins and then I hack into it?
So there you go. Now, if you keep your cryptocurrency in a exchange, you can hack the exchange because they're just using simple Alpha, Apache, ASPX type service. So it's almost like if you own the Ferrari.
Not an open source type.
Exactly. So if you own the Ferrari, right? The great thing about it is that let's say you own a Ferrari and then, oh, well, guess what? Now you want to secure that Ferrari in your front yard by tying a string and putting a stick in the yard. You can't take superior technology and then secure it with other stuff. You need to use stuff like the IPFS, Interplanetary File System. You need to be able to handle this the way that it's supposed to be, whether it's cold storage or whatever. So having all of that in one place, man, with technology and Bitcoin or whatever, you don't need to give a bunch of information. There's two sides to it. But all you need to be able to do is have one person and another person say, here's a transaction that we want to do. And then whether that is something that is a utility token or a security token, whether it's money being exchanged or just permissions granted, you have that power with blockchain, and that's what it does. It's immutable because Bitcoin takes a heartbeat every 9.9 minutes.
Man, you are a heck of a marketer for this, man.
I just love it. It's great.
Well, yes, it's the future, like we said. Well, it's now in the technology, man. Before we cut out of here, right? I can go online, right? I can look up people to sell me Bitcoin, right? I can look up,
can do that.
Right. Why am I calling Tony Tate?
The reason why you're calling Tony Tate is because we don't care what you do in the blockchain spectrum, whether you want to invest, even if you just want to educate yourself. We have tuition. You just pay us. We teach you one-on-one, hands-on, right? You get a membership. It's good for a year. And every year you can renew it. We have like a college model for what we do. We don't care what you do, and we don't care if you even say no. We just want to make sure that you know what it is that you say no to. So it's just about the education with us. That's all we care about.
All right, so if I'm interested in any of that level of blockchain, from Bitcoin to Ethereum to adding it to my business to incorporating into my agency or anything like that, or how do I, right? If I got a marketing agency myself,
Right.
I'm an author, I have this other side that we do, or anybody else that has a service business,
Absolutely.
it fits somewhere,
Right.
and they just don't know it yet.
Exactly, because you know what? Here's the great thing about it. When you do a blockchain transaction, whether it's Bitcoin, Ethereum, or whatever, it's one way. It's 100% secure. Nobody's going to sit there and say, well, I don't like the products and services that you receive, so I'm going to call my Visa or MasterCard or American Express, and I'm going to dispute the charge. There is no dispute of charges. When you send that transaction, it is there. It's all about owning and ownership, because we pay people like a stockbroker or a banker. They have a fiduciary responsibility, right? Because they have to tell the truth when they deal with your money. But now we put the ownership and the responsibility on you. We teach you. We walk with you hand in hand. We say, don't click here, don't click there. We give people homework. So you are responsible for your own money. And this way, you're smarter about your money. And when you invest in anything, invest in yourself, man. Education is forever.
I mean, that's where it's at. Forget the stockbrokers and money investors touching your money. Do it yourself. Learn it yourself.
Exactly.
I like the idea, man. So well, that's how it starts, right? Somebody's out there and they go, what's this Bitcoin stuff I'm
get
hearing
that a
about?
lot, yeah.
Right? What's the blockchain stuff I'm hearing? And then they kind of want to get into it, but they go, well, I guess I got to research it myself. I got to
Exactly.
click on stuff, but all I got to do is call Tony Tate, right?
Tony Tate with Currency Cadets. We have a cadet club membership for them, brother. We just educate them. We don't care if you never buy any cryptocurrency. If all you ever want to do is understand what it is, how it works, how it affects your industry, whether you are a title person, a real estate person, a landscaper, a medical professional, a nonprofit, a faith-based organization, you want to know exactly how this works, because guess what? At the end of the day, this is where we're going. And I've always said this: kids right now under the age of 6, they will never have a checking account. They're not going to know what a 3 to 5 day business
That's
thing
true.
is.
That's
They're
true.
not going to, they're going to be their own bank. They're going to have a smart device application that basically distributes funds, because here is the thing. Here's the reality,
True.
Adam.
It's true.
If I can end with this, here's the reality.
Yeah.
If someone was to ask you right now, how much money do you have in your checking account to the penny, you probably can tell them, because you're always swiping.
Yeah.
But-
And I'm mobile banking, or I'm looking at
Exactly.
something. Yeah.
But you know exactly how much hard cash you have in your pocket.
Yes.
That's the difference. Putting people in touch with their money on their terms. That is what the blockchain is about. That is what cryptocurrency is about. And at the end of the day, it is about how we want to live and how we want to secure our own information
Yes.
and everything.
Man, I'm sold. I'm sold, Tony Tate. I'm in. Man, somebody with a mouth like
Hey,
mine.
man, I love you, brother.
Saying the honesty and speaking of the truth and the passion behind it, I can see, man. There's a difference between somebody that's selling you something and they learned it well, or
Right.
somebody, you ain't broke eye contact with me yet, all right? So being a
'Cause I'm talking to
psychologist,
you, baby. I'm talking to you.
well, I've been a psychologist long enough, and I know when someone's bullshitting, all right? And you're right on me, and the passion is real.
Yeah,
What you're talking
yeah.
about, the passion is real, but we can't talk like that enthusiastic about something unless we're competent in it.
That's true.
And so
That's
you
true.
just can't. So the competence that's coming from you, man, it's leaked into an enthusiasm and a passion. And if anybody wants to get involved, I'm telling you, man, you can I give out your number too?
Man, give out the number, give out the mobile, because I'm here, money and power.
All right,
to
I'm
the
gonna tell your lady that too.
Yeah, well, you know what? She might be watching. Where are you, Sherry? Are you watching, Sherry?
All right.
We have one visitor. That might be Sherry.
Well,
There we
yeah,
go.
this is Red Carpet Mondays page, so it's whoever's watching on that one. I won't take that credit, right? So,
No worries, brother.
blockchain SS analyst. I'm not giving out the address like you want me to. 7025. Is
Yeah,
that okay?
give it all out, man. Give it all out. I'm here for the people.
You know what? Hit him up directly on the mobile. It's 1-904-537-1740. Website is
CurrencyConnects.com, baby.
Thank you. Didn't do the W's. You know how people do that.
Yeah,
You're like,
I know
give out
they
the
do
website.
that.
They go www. I'm like,
Well, we
really?
get that. We understand that, right? The W's are there, right? We get that you got to hit www.
I love it, man. I dig it, man. Currency Cadets. I've enjoyed this one very much.
Brother, I love it too, man. I love your brim. I love your scarf, man. You're doing it tonight, brother.
I
You're
got to
doing it
keep
tonight.
up with guys like you, man. I don't wake up looking like that, man. I need accessories. Appreciate you coming on, man.
Thanks for having me, brother.
Yeah, man.
God bless. Bye-bye.